Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video in front-end development. In this video, we learn about the gradient in CSS. In CSS, two type of gradient in present. One is linear gradient and another is radical gradient. Now we learn about the linear gradient. For this, I create a HTML file and name it index.html, and I also create a style file. Inside the HTML file, I create a div tag, and inside div tag I create a h1 tag and type some lorem text and save it. And I also create another div tag and another h1 tag and some lorem text and save it. And now I link my CSS file in, and I link it for is it try to working. To test this, I type some body BGC for background color and I give it to red, and it's working. It's working here. Just refresh it. It's working. Okay. For linear gradient, I create a class. Inside div tag, I create a class and name it. Tell me guys, suggest a good name. Name it linear, a simple name, and save it. Now I go to the style.css part and type our class. Just type linear inside and curly braces. Inside curly braces, I give a simple height and give it to 300 pixel and save it. And now I type background for this, or a background image. For background image, now I type linear gradient and give it two color, simple red and green, and save it. You can see here our linear color is reflected. In this way, you can give a linear color. This type of color is a simple color. We can modify this color and this many way. So modify for this, I simply press Command D, and at first I comment this and I type another color, yellow, and save it. Here the first is red, second is green, third is yellow. In this way you can change your color. There is another way to do this. If I want this color top to, if I want this color to right, start to right, just type to right and save it. And save it. In this way you can change the linear gradient color. There is another technique to repeating this color. For this, I simply copy it and first comment it and simply type here repeating just delete this. Okay. Repeating, inside repeating I give it three color, red, yellow and green and save it. Now I give yellow is 10% and our green is 20%. Just create a between space. You can see our color is reflected. In this way we can give our linear gradient. Now we see our radical gradient. For radial gradient, not radical gradient, it's my mistake. For radial gradient I create another class in another division and name it radial, not radical. Name it radial. Here I also type radial inside CSS and curly braces. Inside curly braces I also give a height, and the height is again 300 pixel, and I just type background image and radial gradient. I choose inside radial gradient I type 3 color, yellow, red, yellow and green, and close it and save it. Here our radial gradient. This is our radial gradient. In this way you can create a radial gradient. I changed something here. I just simply give this red 10%. This is 25%, and I give the green is 50%, and just save it. You can see it's create our radial gradient in this way. In this way we can create gradient in CSS. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching this. Please like, share and subscribe. Peace.